So how do I pay myself as a food truck owner? So I'm going to give you 4 ways that you can actually pay yourself as a food truck owner and explain that streams of revenue that you may encounter as a food truck owner has the potential to be beneficial or even harmful to how you pay yourself. So if you're a small business food truck owner, you know that running a mobile eatery can be both exhilarating but a huge challenge. Now, while your primary goal is, of course, to serve up delicious dishes and satisfy hungry customers, you're also faced with the important task of managing those finances. That includes paying yourself from your food truck's earnings. So in this video, I want to explore some strategies and considerations for answering the question on how do I pay myself as a food truck owner. All right, let's dive into the first aspect of this. That's going to be your finances. Now, before we delve into the specifics of paying yourself as a food truck owner, it's crucial to understand that the unique financial landscape of a business food truck operations are often characterized by fluctuating income. You have a variable amount of expenses, and of course, a myriad of financial responsibilities on top of that. Now, here's a breakdown, though, of some of the key financial aspects that you might want to consider. Number 1, it's revenue streams. Now, a food truck typically generates its revenue in various channels. Now, some of those different types of streams actually include your daily sales. What does that mean? Now, income from customers who actually visit your food truck at local events or just day in and day out average customers. The next up is some food trucks dive into the world of catering. You have catering events. So if you have revenue for private parties, corporate events, or festivals, that's another stream of revenue that you're going to factor into these equations that I'm going to jump into in a minute. Online orders. Now, if you have sales via online platforms or even delivery services, that creates another stream of revenue. Merchandise. There are a lot of food truck owners that sell t-shirts, mugs, hats on their own domains, and that's considered merch, and that is another stream. Now, number 2, expenses. Running a food truck comes with a range of expenses, such as food costs. Now, expenses related to the purchasing of ingredients and supplies will impact how you actually pay yourself, and I'm going to get to that in just 1 second. Operational costs. You have fuel, maintenance, and of course, your equipment upkeep. You want to make sure that everything is running and functioning properly, of course, and that's another expense. Now, you have permits and licenses. Those are fees that are associated with operating your food truck legally. Those could be permits, licenses that are done annually or every 6 months. Next up, staff wages, payments to any employees that you hire. Next up is insurance, coverage for accidents or even liabilities. That's also an expense, one of probably the biggest expenses that's on a consistent basis. Now, business profit. Now, after accounting for all of your expenses, what remains is your business's profits. Now, from this profit, you can actually determine how much you can allocate for your own income as the food truck owner. Now, structuring your income. Now, when considering how to pay yourself for your food truck operations, it's essential to establish a clear structure, though, for your income yourself. Here are some strategies that will help you decide what would work best. Number 1, paying yourself what's known as a fixed salary. Now, one common approach is to actually pay yourself a consistent salary, just like any other employee. You'd want to calculate your monthly business profit and determine a reasonable wage for yourself. Now, this method provides stability and actually helps you maintain a consistent personal budget in regards to paying yourself. Number 2, next up, this one's really interesting, percentage of the profits. This is another way that you can pay yourself. Alternatively, you can actually choose to pay yourself a percentage of your food truck's profits. Now, this approach aligns your income with your business and your business's performance. Now, in months with higher earnings, you'll end up taking more money. Now, be prepared for fluctuations because there's going to be some months that'll be obviously less than others, so your pay will be less. Number 3, you could reinvest in the business. Now, during the initial stages of your food truck venture, just like my business was, it may be actually wise to reinvest a significant portion of your profits actually back into the business. Now, this can help fuel growth, expand your menu, or even upgrade some of the equipment that you have on your vehicle. While this doesn't directly pay you, it can lead to higher earnings and therefore a higher wage for yourself. Now, number 4 is actually the combination approach. Now, there are a lot of food truck owners who opt for a combination of these methods. They pay themselves a base salary to cover living expenses while reinvesting a portion of the profits in their future growth for the food truck itself. Lastly, the one thing that's really important is, depending upon how you file them, tax implications, of course. Understanding the tax implications of paying yourself as that food truck owner is crucial. Why? Because your income may be subject to a variety of taxes, including income tax, self-employment tax. Now, consulting with a tax professional, of course, is advisable. Check with an accountant to ensure you have compliance with tax regulations in your area. You want to optimize as much money as you can. Now, one really crucial thing, something that I learned the hard way, separating business from personal finances. You have to maintain a clear separation between your food truck's finances and your personal finances. Now, this is very essential. And here's some actual steps and some tips that I learned along the way that might actually help you out with this in order to achieve this. Now, open a business bank account, of course. Establish a dedicated bank account for your food truck to manage your income and expenses separately. Keep accurate records. You want to maintain meticulous financial records when you own any type of food business. I can personally attest to that, including any and all income and, of course, expenses related to your food truck operation. Now, you want to track your personal expenses. So you want to avoid kind of mixing your personal expenses with those business finances from the food truck itself, which can actually lead to confusion and potential tax issues if you don't clarify the difference between the two. Now, lastly, here's a little bit of some additional considerations to think about. So as a small food truck business owner, there are a few more considerations you want to keep in mind and when determining exactly how to pay yourself. Now, these are things that you may not have thought of, and if you're already a food truck owner, you definitely might want to think about these. Emergency fund. So you want to ensure that you have an emergency fund to actually cover unexpected expenses or downturns in your business, which does happen from time to time. Health insurance. Consider health insurance options as you won't have an employer providing coverage for you because you are the employer. So retirement planning too. You want to explore some retirement saving options such as a simplified employer pension account. This is a SEP account. I actually have one of these myself. The IRA or a solo 401k. So in conclusion, just to keep these things in mind, paying yourself as a food truck owner requires some careful planning and, of course, some financial considerations for your business and the unique dynamics that your food truck actually has. It's not always the same for everybody. So whether you opt for a fixed salary or even a percentage-based approach, or even a combination of those strategies, the key is to strike a balance between meeting your personal finances and those financial needs that you have for your food truck for long-term success. So if this was helpful, definitely give us a big thumbs up. If you have questions about how to pay yourself, let me know in the comments section. We're always up to help out anybody that we can with any questions that you've got. And definitely check out our other channel, Food Truck Freaks. That's actually a fantastic channel. We just launched. I'll have the links down below. It's a brand new YouTube channel. It has nothing but fantastic information about food truck information, all dedicated to food truck entrepreneurship. We've got nearly almost 10,000 subscribers so far. So definitely want to hit that subscribe button when you go to that account. And I'll see you guys in our next video.